Good morning, everyone. Today we will study about the cell biology, its introduction and its discovery. So in this video, we are going to see that why cell is the fundamental structural and functional unit of all organism, and about the discovery of cell. So as you just see here, generally when people ask from you that what is cell, then first and foremost answer which comes is cell is the structural and functional unit of all organism. But here the question arises, why cell is known as the structural and functional unit of all organism. So you just see here, this is cell. Okay, these cells are combined together and then it is forming what? Tissue. Again, these tissues are combining together and then it is forming organ. Organs are combined together and then it is forming organ system. And each and every organ systems are combined together and then it is forming what? Organism. Since it is providing, see, you just see the diagram and you can, then you will come to know that lastly this cell is providing a structure to this organism. Okay. So since it is providing a structure to an organism, that's why the cell is known as the structural unit of an organism. Now the next question is, then why it is known as the functional unit? So you just see this another diagram. This is the diagram, this is the structure of cell. You just see inside the cell, there are very small different structure are present, which is known as the cell organelles. Okay. And these are their name. These are the cell organelles. Understood? And each and every cell organelles are having their own specific functions. They are working together, they are performing their specific functions in order to keep cell in its living state. Okay. Since the essential functions which is required to keep cell and an organisms in its living state are performed inside the cell, that's why the cell is known as what? Functional unit. Clear to you all now? So the answer is this, that first, cell is providing a structure to an organism, and second, the essential function which is required to survive are performed inside the cell. That's why the cell is known as the structural and functional unit of all organisms. Now come to the next topic, and here we are going to see about the discovery of cell. So his name is Robert Hooke, and he was the first scientist who observed dead cell inside his microscope. And what he did, he examined a thin slice of a cork under his microscope, okay, and observed that it was made up of a tiny box-like compartments piled up together. You just see, this is the picture of Robert Hooke, and what he observed inside his microscope is this. Okay, as you can see here, the small box-like structure or a compartment, they are completely piled up together like this. Each and every box-like structures are combined together. Okay, and then it is giving the structure, the complete structure. Okay, so what happened? This box-like compartments reminded him of the room, and then he simply coined the term cell. Understood? It is simply, you just imagine that you are removing the roof of your house and then you are seeing each and every room of your house from above. Then you will see that a box like structures are combined together. Okay, just like that only he observed. And since he was observing a dead cell, so each and every box was completely empty. There was nothing inside that. No any cytoplasm, no any cell organelles, nothing. No nucleus, nothing was present over there. Okay. Now, this how he discovered the dead cell. Now, the next one is, you just see, his name is Anthony von Leeuwenhoek. Okay. And he was a very ordinary person, and his hobby was to make a microscopic observation. Okay, and you will be surprised to know that he has said to have a constructed 400 microscopes, and basically all his microscopes were called a simple microscopes because they consist of a single lens. Okay, and by his simple microscope, since it was his hobby to do the microscopic observations of each and everything, so he simply done the microscopic observations of a pond water, and he observed the first living cell. Okay, so the first living cell was discovered by Antony von Leeuwenhoek, and the first dead cell was discovered by Robert Hooke. Okay, so this is all about the cell in this video, and in next videos we are going to study about in detail about this cell. So thank you so much. Hope so that all of you have understood, and do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.